Hello everybody and welcome to the astrological update in general for the week which is Monday the 12th of January through to Sunday the 18th of January. My name is Gordon and we're just going to be looking at what is happening astrologically, what we can look to expect during this week, frustrations and where the positives are coming and so where the positives and the negatives are for everyone this week, and this is including Aries, Suitor, Pisces. Well, the first thing we need to consider is the movement of the moon. Now the moon, we've had a full moon last week and unfortunately we saw the atrocities and problems that happened with the full moon. The moon now loses power. A very powerful full moon. It was in Cancer, which is in its own domain, so it really heightened things. But as we go forward into this week, we see the moon starting to lose its power a little bit as it travels through Leo and Virgo and into Libra. So it's really telling us to start to consolidate our plans and getting ready for the next couple of weeks when we see a new moon which comes out in Aquarius and looks to be very, very positive, especially Geminis, Libras and Aquarians, for moving things forward and getting things done. When we look at the planetary aspects, we still are not very far away from the quite powerful Pluto and Uranus square, which is up in the heavens at the moment. Uranus is in the sign of Aries, and of course we see Pluto in the sign of Capricorn. Now, as a backdrop for what is going on, certainly for the first quarter of the year, this gives this gives power, and this gives quite a bit of drive to really all of the signs, because the power is spread right the way through the constellations. So it does give drive ultimately and gives the ability to get people to get their goals. So that's a very positive energy. More so affecting Capricorns, of course, and Aries. But the next one we want to consider really is Mercury. Now Mercury is the ruler of Virgo and is also the ruler of Gemini. So you two signs there possibly a little bit more affected than anybody else. Now Virgo, I keep saying Virgo. Now Mercury meets up with Venus, which is the planet of Taurus, the ruler of Taurus, of course, and also of Libra. So it puts you guys all into a little bit of under the microscope, and of course Aquarius, because that's where these two planets are traveling at the moment, and that's where they actually conjunct or they meet this week. Now this can have quite a few benefits, I feel. The first one that you get is when these two planets meet, Venus is very much a giving planet. It wants to get things done and it's very generous. It can also work around money as well. It can be looking at money as well as furnishings, artistic things, drinking, having fun, generally enjoying yourself really. And when this links up with articulate Mercury, it can be very good for business. It can be a time when everybody starts talking, starts communicating, and wants to get things done in a friendly way. It can bring people together and it can bond people as well, because these two are, they get on very well, and it's a very friendly, joyful environment that we find when these guys come together. So doing business this week, meeting up this week, relationships, meeting new lovers this week can also be particularly well signified. And of course the signs involved here really are Taurus, a Gemini, Virgo, and also of course Libra. So very beneficial. Now these two guys meet in quite wacky Aquarius, if I can use that word. So it's a very laid back affair, and so you can expect surprises this week as these two guys come in. If you thought in business that something had really gone west and thought, no, that deal isn't going to be there, don't be too surprised if you hear from somebody saying, actually I've reconsidered and maybe I want to go ahead with this, that and the other. If you're meeting lovers, then it can happen in the most unusual way. You can be, hearing a text or getting a text perhaps from someone you haven't heard of through contacts, because Aquarius controls our 11th house, which is all to do with how you're connected, networking, that sort of thing, and it brings in, you know, luck in that area. But it also, because it's in Aquarius, you can also get the other side of the coin, because there's always two sides to a coin. Now, the negative to the coin on this one is because Venus can slow things up a little bit when these two meet, and we're also in Aquarius, so you know, Aquarius is in no particular rush. It's not a determined energy, it's an enjoyment energy. You can expect delays, so maybe going to that business meeting, maybe going to meet somebody for the first time, allow a bit of extra time, because the other one that puts its contribution in is Uranus. This little area is supported by Uranus, who is in Aries, and if you're particularly in a hurry, that's when you're more likely to expect the unexpected and expect delays, because Uranus and Mercury both control transport. They control cars, driving, aeroplanes, all that sort of thing, and when they really get involved, which they do in a very positive way, overindulging, you can find, as I said, trains run late, you miss trains, boat connections, aeroplane connections, roads closed that you never thought were going to be closed, but they just happen to be closed on this day. This is all in the mix, and it's done in a very tongue-in-cheek way. It's not meant in a nasty way when these planets get together. It's just, well, hey, do we really care? Well, we're having fun. That's the kind of energy that we have around here this week. We also have Mars starting to just touch Neptune, which is in Pisces, and this is a very interesting energy. This is a sort of a dream, energizing of a dreamy energy. Dreams can become particularly pertinent this week. Imaginations being sparked, mysteries being sort of brought into being as well. So quite a week that is full of promise, fun, excitement, and also surprise. So whatever star sign you are, through from Aries through to Pisces, you've seen a few of the main runners that I've mentioned come up, and let's join again next week when we'll look at the star signs for the astrology for the week commencing the 19th, which is the following week, 19th of January through to the following Sunday. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you've enjoyed my astrological update for the week Monday the 12th of January through to Sunday the 18th of January. Thank you very, very much, and if you wish to get in contact, you can use the website, which is www.gordonrobertsspiritmedium.co.uk. Thank you very much. See you next week.